We bought a house together when I was 5 months pregnant with our second kid. That's when I stopped monitoring his bank account altogether. What kind of relationship, what kind of, marriage are you having if you have to monitor your spouse's financial spendings? This is a tough sell. He's been paying for onlyfools and doing who knows what for over 2 years. I only found out because I saw the most recent charge, and he tried to claim it was one of those things to support a pro wrestler he likes. Only fools for a pro wrestler. Your second kid. How can you lead a family if you can't even lead yourself? How can you govern children and not govern yourself? I demanded to see his account, and based on the amounts charged, he was having one-to-one sessions. One-to-one sessions. He swears he never cheated in person. He didn't even consider it to be cheating. This is the delusion. This is the just absolute brainwashing going on in modern Western culture regarding the perversion of this kind of material, the pervasiveness, this toxic sludge running through the heart of our modern Western culture. Guys, there is a divide coming in the species, in the human species. What side are you going to be in? Are you going to be in the side of the animals? Are you going to be on the side of the individuals who have no jurisdiction over themselves, no control over their sexual energy, who don't even realize that they can transmute this? They can transmute this energy into phenomenal powers, phenomenal siddhis. And yet they're hiding in their own bathrooms, on their phones, hiding from their wives, hiding from their children. I am heartbroken. I do not trust him one bit. Yeah, because he can't lead himself. How can he lead me as his wife or our children? Even more, I haven't read this before. We've been living paycheck to paycheck, dipping into our savings to buy groceries, and he spent $2,500 on sex workers in 2 years. Imagine that. Imagine getting to the state where you can't even support your family because you're trading in your financial assets for your own perversion, your own self-gratification. He's not sorry for hurting me or spending money we don't have. He's sorry you got caught. He would have kept doing it if I hadn't found out. He's crying and ashamed. I have zero empathy for him. Women are ruthless when they find out about this. I go from raging mad to empty and cold and gutted. We were trying for a third kid. I have 2 boys, and in my heart, I felt like I was supposed to have a little girl too. We picked out a name and everything. Imagine your 2 boys looking up to this father. Give them something to look up to. I mean, Jesus. And imagine having a little baby girl as well. And this is the kind of behavior you're indulging in. I feel like he killed her because we're not going to have any more kids now. I can't bear to even look at him, let alone sleep with him. That lower negative emotion of guilt and shame is one of the most repulsive things. I mean, there's a disgust reflex to it because it's self-disgust. That's what a shame means. It means self-disgust. Look, I don't believe that I'm speaking to anyone here that I kind of have to convince that this is something that is not commensurate with the highest version of yourself. But if there is somebody out there, think about how you feel about yourself. That reflex you have after this kind of behavior. It is your body screaming at you. You're doing something that is a violation against your highest being, your highest purpose. He had a history of poor money management. I am the only reason he got out from under his massive credit card debt when we were first married. And I'm the only reason we were able to save enough for a down payment on the house. I'm the only one who got our credit score over 800 thanks to my planning and budgeting and saving. I just took every stupid Lego he has, put them in my son's pillowcase and slapped. He has Lego? This is an adult. This is an adult. I told him he can use his free time putting them back together. And every time he pulls out a piece of his son's pillowcase, it can be a reminder how much money he spent on hookers instead of feeding his kids. I hate him so much. Jesus. Ruthless. Comments are saying here. Goodness. Yeah. Women don't understand that, women interpret this on the same kind of levels as cheating, in the manner that, especially this one-to-one, it's emotional cheating, right? The exclusivity of your relationship is intimacy, and it's that intimate emotional connection. And if you're sharing that with somebody else, then you don't have anything that's exclusive within the parameters of your marriage and your relationship. So of course, that's the sanctity of it. That's the rarity of it. That's the agreement that two people enter when they choose to be monogamous together. The exclusivity of intimate emotions and intimate physical contact. If you don't have those pillars, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. So what does this man need to do? This man needs to breathe. I sound cliche again here. He needs to reconcile with the fact that there are different opportunities to deal with sexual energy. And, from a compassionate angle here, maybe he doesn't have this information. We are not taught, I was not taught as a man how to channel this creative energy, this Shakti energy. I had to find out myself because my emotions, my physicality was telling me that what I was doing was violating myself. And you go through this constant turmoil of the shame when you relapse. And then a couple of days after, buying into this narrative that, oh no, this is what everybody does, fooling yourselves. And then you get that disgust reflex again with you. So if you want to stop that cycle, you have to educate yourself in a manner which is consistent with transmutation, transformation. It doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't really make sense when you objectively describe what this individual was doing. Gratifying yourself over other people having intimate relations. Imagine teaching your children that somehow this idea is commensurate with the greatest versions of themselves. It's illogical. And if that made you feel uncomfortable, there's a reason why it's uncomfortable. What would you tell this person to do? I'm interested. This is a brother you're looking to save. It's always darkest before the dawn, and maybe this is the recourse for him. After she divorces him, obviously. These are not theories, these are facts. Speak soon.